mentions it, the answer is no.
I like that light mech, Luigi. I like that. It's real fast.
Yeah, give me a sec. I was in that the whole time. There we go.
Okay, and yes, I'm forcing third person. Screw it.
Fuck.
Do whatever the hell you want.
How are you in third person?
I can do it. I'm the man.
Just because you can do it, don't mean I like it.
Wait! You can force third person, really?
That's weird, but yes, you can.
I never knew that.
I can force you
enlightened.
guys into third person as the group leader here.
That
Okay.
would tick me off. Don't do it.
Oh, so this is like
Private matches.
Right, you gonna ready up or what?
No.
Are we doing light mechs only or something?
I
Yes.
left.
We're
I
just
gave you
exploring the
option.
map right now.
Yeah.
And then after that, we pretty much kill Lord Kerm, but that's just
So
a
that's
bonus.
the only way you're gonna end it quickly.
Now
I was in my
he can
stalker, man,
force
I'm
us into
sorry.
Third person. Actually, it might be a good thing if you did force us into third person. I
Actually,
don't know.
what we should do is something like cat and mouse or something. Find person over here with your fast mech. Just an idea.
Okay, guys.
I see my enemy, Lord C.
Very brave of you to challenge all of us, Lord Kerm.
Hey,
See,
I got it.
he can't disable the weapons, so haha.
I got this. You don't know what I'm in, but I got this.
Hope it's real quick.
I like it.
Isn't
by
it
the
a
way.
commando?
No, I am
So-
not in the commando.
I see a stalker in there.
I had my stalker queued up because I was going to drop by myself, and I clicked the join notification, and by the time I got to the thing and noticed y'all were in light mechs, we were lost.
Too late.
Good job, sir.
Okay. Okay.
All right, call the ball.
Okay, guys, hang out. On this map, what I want, the tactic I've seen lately, for those of you who end up dropping in B2, is for everybody in B2, B3 to rush over to C2. Or D2, I should say. Try to kill that first lance that drops there. Take them out
Roger.
of play. They don't
C2.
have cover. If you end up dropping in D2, like I see somebody over there. I see you guys headed that way. So
Yes.
if we have a group that starts in B2, rush D2. I mean, just get on the road right now. Boom, boom, boom. Try to take them out.
I'm proud of you.
You're welcome.
All right, in
Hey,
C2.
look, it says Polly on the side. Really? Now, if our drop point is in D2, run like hell to get out of there, because this is something people have started doing. Again, to rush that point, get over to D4, get over to the 4 line.
Roger.
Because
Four
you
line, Roger.
do not have cover from LRMs here in D2. They can get a spotter in there in about 3 seconds, and you're going to have LRMs coming down on your head. If you're in an Atlas or a Direwolf in there,
All right, well, where do we run to out of
D4.
run to the 4 line, D4.
Yep.
D4.
Head to
Get
D4 if you're
across.
there.
Get to cover as best you can. If we have a fast ECM mech, go provide him ECM cover. That's really the only real tactic I can see from a drop point on this map. You guys shooting each other?
I think they
No.
are.
I'm not.
What
Viper's
say what-
damaged already.
What about for people that start out in B4? Because if the people in B2/B3 rush to C2 or whatever, people in B4 will be left behind.
Yeah,
Right.
I've seen the people. If you start on, on the
B4
platform, I've seen the same thing happen on the reverse. The people in the city will rush up to the platform where the ship's at.
Right.
Right.
So I'd say if we have fast guys, fast lance in B4 join up, they'll be able to catch up.
Yeah.
If
That's,
it's
otherwise, I mean, it's a
The high ground of B2 is always the
Losing
best place to hold, I think. But
I would suggest otherwise. If there is an assault lance here, I would suggest going under this tunnel here. It's very defensible.
Guys, come on with the.
yeah.
Some of us are trying to learn.
Right. Thank you, Noob.
Did you guys?
Um,
What do you think of what I said, Krim?
I'm thinking that's probably a good tactic, to be honest.
Okay, can we get a repeat on that? Because I had flame.
Yeah,
in
go
my
ahead,
face the
go
whole
ahead and
time.
rerun that one down, Luigi.
In B4, for the lance that starts here, if we have fast lights and mediums, or even heavies, they could head to B2, then C2. If, on the other hand, we have assaults and heavies here that can't move fast, they should head underground to a very defensible tunnel area. I'd suggest 2 on each side.
Till they can get coverage.
Yeah, until people could regroup, or they could defeat enemies, or stall, whatever, until we flank. The rest of the team flanks, rather.
Do you guys know where the tunnels are at? I mean, I do, but does everybody else know?
I do not.
Okay, the tunnel is considered what's underneath the...
Hey, look, show us where the tunnel is.
Yeah, it's going to take me an hour to get there with one leg.
Oh, great.
Who legged the captain? What the fuck? Come on, guys.
Hey, get it together.
Well, just so you guys know, what you're looking at in front of you, that thing is called the signal. And it's a real bitch if they're standing in it, okay?
Can you guys follow me, Luigi? D3.
Yeah, Luigi, go ahead and take him over there. I know
What
what
are
you're
you
talking
in,
about.
Luigi?
Yeah, Commando over here, D3, D4.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
the one
be in
that's
D4.
running away. Earthworks, go ahead and get started on the track. You're going to take just as long as I do.
I'm gonna take just as long as you do now too, because
This is for
Viper's playing
mostly
games.
people who don't know where
Okay.
the tunnel is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know
I
any
know
of
where the
this
tunnels
stuff.
in the Citadel's
Watch.
at.
We're gonna
Right.
show you. This is where your shelter's at.
Do I have the people who need to be with me?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
with you, Luigi, other than
Trying
me
to
and
keep
Mark.
up here.
All
I'll
right.
be there in a
Forgot the
second.
shit's on.
You know where the tunnel is, though? Is it Z?
No, I don't. I'll make my way there in a moment.
All right. For those guys
Come-
following me,
So
Right.
B4,
About to
D4.
show you. It's gonna be a B2.
it's at B4, not B2. This is a tunnel.
Uh,
This is what.
So where do we want to fight from? Like
Luigi's-
right here in the doorway, or what?
This
no,
is
look.
only if we have
See this?
assaults and heavies that start out here,
Right.
and they would be
Right.
defending this area.
If they're faster, go ahead and get across to the upper city on the other side, and then head down the 2 lines.
Now, also remember, if they're in the tunnel, you can turn,
Viper, if you kill me, the
and
match is
you
over.
can run up from the very side over here by.
Okay.
In other words, if
Luigi
they're
done
all
took
in
off.
the tunnel,
Yeah.
right?
Didn't somebody else need to know where the tunnel was? I'm sorry.
It's
Oh,
B4.
okay.
B4. And if you guys turn right before you go in the tunnel, there's also a ramp up. So
Yeah.
in case they're in the tunnel.
Right.
Yeah. Good
Oh
point.
yeah, I know about that.
Do
Yeah.
you guys see the ramp?
Hey, hardcore, come back out of the tunnel.
Sorry, was trying to deal with my food.
Because often there's a lot of bad guys in the tunnel. So
No,
if you
the other
have
way,
to
the other way.
flank them, you can always go to the right of the tunnel and come up the ramp.
Yeah, but you're going the wrong way, hardcore.
This is the tunnel area, Z.
We're trying to push Viper.
He's trying to help you.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
So is that the plan that we have?
Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan. Yeah, if we have fast mechs drop into the B4 area, go ahead and run across the bridge to Upper City and head down that 2 line to smash on that. Try to catch anybody unawares over there.
Professor, I have a question.
Yeah, what you got?
Do I have to have a notebook for this, or is this going to be put up in the tactics thread, or
This
Well-
so
is,
that people can review it? Or...
you know, that's not a bad idea, Luigi. Let's each take, let's all take a couple of maps each, and we'll put up in the tactics thread.
Roger that.
Can I make a?
I am actually
And you guys
recording
realize,
right now.
Because
Yeah,
I have
any time.
I have a head trauma, so this is going to be hard for me to remember all this. For like who does what and what, because we're going to be splitting up our lances with some of this stuff.
Right.
It looks like,
Yeah,
because
you're
not
right.
every
You're right about
lance
that.
is going to be an assault. It's going to be mixed up. So we're going to have lances spreading all over creation to do all these different things. It's going to be hard to remember what do I do in what category of mech. So
Right.
No.
if there was something I could study You know,
Right.
the
Well, yes,
benefits of me.
it's called the practice map, Big. You can go on to the training grounds and you can run these maps all day long. I did it.
Well, that would be good for memorize. You know, getting locations of the map memorized, but still.
Well, don't
Right.
don't
As
worry
far
too
as-
much, Big. I am recording everything right now. You can review
Oh.
this video.
Okay. Well, that'll
And yeah,
be
we
good to
will
know.
post up. Just so you know, we will post up on some written stuff up on the Brethren website.
Can I
Alright,
make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of having the upper city lance run across the bridge, why not take them across B3 and they can cut that diagonal and avoid the upper city and group up with the group that's moving down the 2 line?
That's
on the
fine.
attack.
That's fine, but if
So-
they start taking that diagonal, it opens them up to fire from the group that dropped in C2.
So
You don't necessarily have to take the bridge itself, but when you start cutting that corner, you end up people that drop in C2 tend to rush up to C4, just to catch people like that. There's a big clockwise or counterclockwise donut that happens on this map. Everybody runs around in a big counterclockwise circle, unless they all stand there at C2 and try to smash each other into the citadel. It's the guys who get caught at B3 are the ones who end up dead. Same with at B2 or B4, they end up dead.
So stay the fuck out of the B line no matter what,
Um,
unless we're in the tunnel.
Stay the fuck out of the 3 line.
I'm sorry. Okay, the 3 line. Oh,
three-
clearly
the three-
that is like
The 3 line is death. On
just
this
looking
map.
at the map from space. That looks like
Well,
fail.
and that's what you have to look at. The 3 line is death. I mean, that is just a flat suicide tactic. So the idea is to get across and end it back into cover before the opposing team can get you in sight.
Like if I get nothing else out of this, is that what you're saying? Is get across the river?
Well, not always. It depends on where you start.
Sorry, Lord.
I will say
Bullshit.
this is as far as I
Oh, no,
know. This,
I don't want to kill
this
you.
is as a team. This is our worst map. We always get handed to it on this.
Yeah,
I
and
hate this map.
why I came here first.
Also, these tactics, should we say
I'm
they
winning.
only apply to skirmish mode?
Right, now when we have bases, that goes out the window.
What the
And
hell?
it's kind of a 50-50 toss-up on the base rush
Not
thing.
the stalker.
Now, for competitive play, generally, I'm talking tournament matches, people go skirmish.
So
In
we
very-
can pick that.
Yes.
We should lock that in because we're noobs and like we
All
should
right, Ice.
keep it straight.
Okay. Anything else to say about this? Anyone?
I'm opening it up to discussion. Is there anybody else who can add to this?
Is there a certain type of like loadout we should be going for this? Like, is there a range we're aiming for as a team?
Here's the thing, the Brethren, and I want you guys to start practicing, even in your own individual drops, to get out of your comfort zone. Get away. We're all short-range brawlers.
Perfect. Thank you.
We need to start breaking free of that. Need to start. We're either LRMers or we're short-range brawlers.
What does an
with-
AC5 count as?
Mid to long
Medium.
range. Mid to long range.
That's what I
And
usually
Goss.
run.
Gauss
That
is
is-
definitely a long range.
Yes.
That's a long range
Yeah.
sniper. That's actually a high hitting long range sniper build. That's why I've switched to Gauss in a lot of my builds, is to break away from that brawler, and I end up face to face and still using the Gauss. Up front, it doesn't give you the damage per second, but it does give you a nice big fat hit at range.
It takes out lights if you can hit them.
Yes, it does. It does a very good job of that. That's the one thing I would like to see from us. Just in your own time, even. Start going for some longer range builds. Try to get direct fired longer range builds. I'm not saying it's mandatory. If it's not anywhere near comfortable enough for you, then hey, that's fine. That's something worth shooting for.
Well, if I were to make a suggestion,
Yeah, what you got?
well, what I try and personally do half the time somewhere in there, through tweaking around, playing around, whatever, I try and have something that's designed for close, something that's kind of designed for medium, and something that's designed for long. If you're taking 3 mechs usually on a preference of, say, the Mad Dog, and it's 3 variants, and you play around with it, etc., might as well go take 1 mech. 1 mech you're going to probably end up getting close range anyway. It doesn't matter what you're in, you're going to be close range with it. Just build it that way. Second mech, put some range, a little bit of short, a little bit of long, something in the middle, kind of all occasions. Third one, keep it as long range. Design it that way.
And I'm not asking for you to do that like in a fire starter.
No,
It's
but
pointless.
I mean something that actually makes sense with the 3 variants.
Right. I know, Luigi. Watching it. Build-wise, if you like the fire starters, those are flat-out short-range brawlers from hell. So that is what they're meant for. That is what they're outstanding at.
Don't mess with it.
Right. Same with.
I just mean something with a lot of variant points or whatever that you can mess with, like your Atlases or your Mad Dogs, your mediums, like things like that.
Yeah.
Where you can kind of play around, with them.
Right.
What we're taking away from this is we got a lot of work ahead of us.
Absolutely, and I mean we're
That's the
due
point.
to the competitive scene. There's a lot of groups out there that have been
make us
competitive.
look like a bunch of
since
5-year-olds.
Well, they've been doing this since Mechwarrior 2.
Yeah, I
Saying
feel
a
like we
lot.
should at least have a plan based on like this is what we're bringing for these kind of sizes, like, and have it volunteer to do that role. But we should at least have so we don't all show up and have our best mech, which is not fitting together as a team.
Well, and here's the thing, Hardcore, is because we've all been short-range brawlers, we're outstanding at lights and mediums. I would put up any of these guys in a light or a medium against anybody else out there.
So who are our assault pilots? Let's identify those people. Who can do this?
Rapier,
Who's the guy?
Rapier tends to be an assault pilot.
Let's let those people
Luigi's
know now.
outstanding as an assault pilot.
They know. We know who our big guys are.
Well, Hardcore doesn't.
Well, I don't know.
I'm a
I
heavy
just
medium.
thought maybe.
Honestly, I'm heavy, medium, light.
I'm medium heavy.
I do medium heavy and assault.
I'm not comfortable on an assault mech. I keep trying them, and I keep just bashing my head against the window.
Well, not even on that level. Who excels at it? Like, is there someone that you like
Rapier.
to watch them play?
Rapier.
You watch Rapier sometime. Watch
Hardcore
Luigi.
it's really pretty easy. Look at the guys that are doing 700, 800, 900. Crimson Red X. The guy's a machine, right? Just look at their
Oh yeah,
scores
but
at
he's
the end.
he's like a medium, isn't he?
No, he's in a heavy.
No, he's a heavy
He's
usually.
a
Oh,
heavy,
is it just really fast?
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
pay
Yeah,
attention.
Timberwolf.
So just
Timberwolf
pay
is
attention
fast.
at the ends, and when you see Luigi doing 1,200 damage, that's kind of how you know who's the big guy is.
I have a question though.
What you got?
Should we or should we not be switching over? And I say this just because I don't know when Community Warfare is coming out, but when that comes out, aren't we going to be, in order to do
Intersphere.
that, restricted to Intersphere mechs? And at what point do we start switching over to train in those so that we're not relying on clan tech?
We are.
Good question.
That is going to be mandatory that we are an Intersphere group.
Yay! Thank you for
Really?
saving me money. Way to have to run the family group.
Not only that, we'll have to
No,
pick
but
a
my point
faction
is,
to actually
when
play
we
in it.
start practicing,
Do we? We can't do it as mercs?
practice.
We can't do it as mercs. They announced that on one of the forums today.
Say
So
the
what
one
is our
last-
faction?
We'll have to be aligned with a faction.
What is that? As a pirate?
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
Well,
That kinda
as a
defeats
pirate,
Is that like
we
who
don't
we're raiding?
have a faction.
I'll tell you what,
but
if
We're
that's
like
true,
Steiner
that
because
part
we're
of
like
community
Raid
warfare
Steiner.
will
Whoa,
have to be there.
one at a
Yeah.
time.
Whoa.
Whoa. Viper.
One at a
I got
time.
nothing from any of that.
What?
Okay, Smoke, say what you were saying.
Okay, so according to the post today about Wave 2 Community Warfare, you will have to be aligned with a faction in order to take part in the Community Warfare. That means that faction would be for the clan. It would be Clan Wolf, Clan Jade Falcon, whatever. You can't just be clan. It has to be a faction.
No.
Same with the Inner Sphere. No, they announced it today. Same with the Inner Sphere. You can't be a lone wolf or a merc corps or no faction. You have to have a faction stated. So it'll have to be Davion, Steiner,
etc.
yeah, etc.,
And all that.
Well,
in order to take a part in the community warfare. At this stage, once they've rolled it out and stuff, then they will eventually have merc corps, pirates, all that stuff in it. Well, they didn't say pirates, but we can hope.
Okay, so I think it's easy enough. We just become Steiner or somebody else.
we're
We're not
but-
Steiner. We're like Kurita.
Well, we're actually pirates in Steiner space.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was
In
just thinking of the
Steiner.
type of mechs we bring.
That's something that we're gonna want the captain's input on too. That's something we'll be able to decide.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
the Brethren will have to become a faction
Sphere,
of some
yeah.
sort in
Then
order to
I
take
want the
part in
Chaos
community
March.
warfare.
Actually, I